Howdy everyone, it's me once again, the one and only Killer Rodan. And today, once again, I'm going to be reviewing another kaiju film. Yes sirree. It translates from Japanese to strange beasts. So, basically, giant monsters. Yes sirree. The next film I'm going to be reviewing is the one titled War of the Gargantuans. The Japanese version, of course. And, yeah. So yeah, I do have the uncut Japanese version in this double feature, folks. Yes, sorry. This double feature contains, Roar of the Gargantuans and Rodan. And then, of course, as special featurette, it does contains the unedited versions, of course, with English subtitles. So, yep. First time on DVD. Took quite a while, but, here you go. War of the Gargantuans is actually a sequel to the film I reviewed, Frankenstein Conquers the World, aka Frankenstein versus Baragon. So, the thing is that this film it actually takes place in the same universe as the Godzilla films. Specifically, the films that took place in time, the timeline of 1954 through 1975. In this era of Godzilla films, which means Mothra, Rodan also takes place in the same universe as well as that. So that's pretty cool, I guess you can say. So anyway, it's within that same continuity, I guess you can say, which is pretty cool. So anyway, as usual, folks, I do have the top of the plot. So let's just get into it, shall we? So what happens here is that during a rainy night, there is this fishing boat that's attacked by a giant octopus. And this octopus is suddenly then attacked by a giant, hairy, humanoid monster. And of course, there's just like somewhat of a fight scene, I guess you would say, even though it comes off one-sided. Anyway, after defeating the octopus, the green giant then attacks the boat, of course. A survivor is, of course, recovered sometime after, whom reveals to the doctors and the police department that Frankenstein had attacked his boat and crew. When in reality, it's Frankenstein himself, the monster from the previous film, had nothing to do with this, really. Because the thing is that you have to try to explain here that I guess you would say, something from the monster from the previous film just grew and grew, I guess you would say. And the thing is that there are two Gargantuans, yes sir, folks. This time around, again, it's like another versus movie. That's basically what this is another versus movie with these two Gargantuans would actually go at it, these two monsters. So, it's basically surrounding that idea, that concept where, oh my damn ear. Sorry about that. So, these two creatures fight each other, and the thing is that they're actually brothers. Oh boy. Talk about civil, having, trouble within the family. Holy shit. This time it's extremely deadly. Of course, civilization is in danger because of these two. So, of course, something must be done about it. Yes, sirree. But, hey, you gotta make it exciting somehow, I suppose. Yes, sirree. But these two monsters, they don't have any really superpowers at all. Because they're much more reliant on brute strength, and they really, beat the hell out of each other. I do mean holy shit. Well, have to make it interesting somehow, right? So, it's all good. I can say that this was a pretty solid film overall. I did like it. I liked the premise, and I thought it was well executed. And the overall story was pretty good. Of course, the fight scenes are really good. This has some top-notch fighting with the kaiju uh, monsters, and they were really well constructed with the fighting sequences. So that was really, really well done. So definitely some top-notch action sequences with these monsters, and they really get physical. I mean, holy shit! It really pulls you into the action scenes, making it as if that these creatures could actually been real, because they're really going at it like it's really animal-like, very, very animal-like. I guess you would say, and that's definitely really a good thing. So it made it seem that these two creatures were actually creatures. So yeah, they did not like each other at all, folks. Holy shit! And the destruction scenes were pretty well done as well. The Of course, I would talk about scenes like this because it is a kaiju film. So I definitely can say that it's an overall really good movie, folks. If you have not seen it, I'll say definitely check it out. Yes, sir. Because I did like the way they choreographed the destruction scenes. I did like how they were carrying the film with story, of course. I like the human characters. The human characters were pretty likable in their own way, of course. So the film as a whole was well constructed. I like the editing, of course. The music wasn't too bad either. The music really does help it to make it seem like really exciting, like as if this was some action movie of some kind, but sort of anyway. So that's definitely a plus there, of course. I can say that I was entertained. I wanted to use this as an excuse as to, talk about more creature features, kaiju movies, I guess you would say, because this is definitely one of my favorite genres to talk about. So yes, the budget isn't exactly super super high like some of the Hollywood films, but I actually did think that this had more heart to it than a lot of the Hollywood films nowadays, I can say honestly. But whatever, guys. If you have not seen this film, I'll say check it out. This definitely gets a recommendation from me, folks. And yeah, it's on my to-do list. No. Well, another one off the list, I guess you could say. But anyway, folks, this film gets an overall rating of 7.4 out of 10. It gets a 7.4 out of 10 for me. And as always, thanks for watching, and take care. Until next time, oh yeah.